Hello. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Becci, 26, I'm married, I work in digital design, and yeah, I think that's everything interesting about me.
Tell us something really unique about you.
Oh gosh, I don't think there is many unique things about me.
I'm sure there's plenty. I know there is.
I can play the drums.
Wow.
Yeah, and I know some Hebrew.
Wow, that's cool.
That's the best I can do.
So what are you not good at?
I'm not very good at being patient. My husband will definitely tell you that, and my parents. I think that's actually my weakest suit.
So if you came with a warning label, what would it say?
I think it would just be like one of those big exclamation points, like there isn't a way to sum it up, but it is just a bit much to be around me. I think probably would be what it would say.
Okay, so we're going to talk about finding your purpose. So why are you here right now, sitting in this room?
So the simple answer is because you asked me to be here.
All right.
But I think that there's more than that. I think there's two reasons why we're here on this earth, why we're here. I think one is to do with who you are as relates to just within yourself, who you are. And I think for me as a Christian, if I think about what I know from the Bible and from what God tells us, right from the very beginning in Genesis, God puts his image into us. And I think that is so powerful, that there's something so special about you, about me. There's something so unique, like you just said, Charlotte. There's things that are inside of you that are so precious that God chose to make you and to want to be in relationship with you. And that is so incredible. And I think that's why I'm here, because God made me, he put his image into me, and that's really powerful. But I also think there's a second reason why we're here, and that's because there's, like I said, I know some Hebrew, and I've kind of been, over the past few years, like studying kind of the more ancient parts of the Bible and like how that all fits together. And there's a concept that is still quite common in Judaism, but that we have in the Bible, called shalom, which is like peace and well-being for everything in the earth, in the world. And I believe that when God created us all and put his image in us, he didn't mean for us to just then go around and be on our own. He meant for us to be part of that rich tapestry that makes everything up. And that concept refers to like the environment as well, the animals, and all the other people around you. And I think that those two purposes, to be here to be you and to be unique, but also to improve the world around you and to love others, I think those are the two reasons why we're here.
That was a pretty good answer. So what is life like without purpose?
I think that when you don't have purpose, you can feel really lost. I think you can feel really alone. And I think also it's quite common nowadays for us to feel like purposeless, because when everything is so self-centered, it's really difficult to find, like, why am I here? What is the reason? I think really I would just describe it as like a dark place to be.
So have you discovered your purpose?
So I think that what I've just talked about is like the purpose why we're here. But I think that when you look then into the New Testament, there's a parable, which Jesus always tells parables. It's just a type of story, where someone is talking to Jesus about taxes. Okay, boring. I know taxes are boring. But if you think about, we pay our taxes in the UK, and someone's asking him, should we pay tax to the Caesars, to like the people who are ruling in Rome at the time? And he says, bring me a coin, so like one of the coins that they would have had at the time. If you think about pound coins now, there's like a little image of the Queen on there. And it was the same with the Caesars. So there was a little image of the Caesar on there. And Jesus says, give to Caesar what is Caesar's and give to God what is God's. And when I first read that, I was like, what does that even mean? But referring back to what I said earlier, if you think about the fact that we have the image of God stamped on us, just like coins have the image of the queen or the ruler of the nation. What Jesus was saying was, your purpose here is, as you give your taxes to whoever, you give yourself, your life, to God, because that's what can give us an ultimate purpose. There's so much fullness to be found in that. There's so much more than just living for yourself and living for money and whatever. I think that is what, like, our purpose really is, to be here.
So what would you say to someone who is struggling to find that purpose?
I think that's really hard when you're in that place, and I wouldn't want to, like, belittle that situation to be in, because I think it's really, really hard when you find yourself there, and it's really, really hard to get out of it, and sometimes it takes time to figure out where you're going and what you're doing. But one thing I would say is that a first step in that direction is just to maybe find out a little bit more about Jesus, maybe just to read the Bible, maybe just to, like, attend a local church or something. It sounds a little bit cliche, and it is a journey that you go on, but just to do one of those things, just to find something out, I think is a really good first step.
I love that. That was brilliant. And I just really think you've helped people to find their purpose. So I hope some people take that first step too.
I hope so. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Shall I walk off now?